Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market in the last 24 hours, we have noticed that the altcoin has also experienced a significant amount of outflow of cash, and that's why majority of the altcoins are down about 5 to 7%. On the other end, if you look at Bitcoin, ever since breaking the support at 104, it's actually holding very consistent close to 102,000. So it's definitely giving a little bit of lay-by for the altcoins to be able to show another explosive growth, but there is a lot of panic around the situation because there's a lot of whales which are deciding to book their profits on Bitcoin. So there is a fear that this could be the top before we see another explosive growth in this bull market. Just to give you perspective, this bull market is not coming to an end until 2025 ends, so don't be in panic in a situation that we have already found the market top and now we're going to be falling back. On the other end, if you look at the way every single whale for Dogecoin is acting, there's been no activity in the last 7 days. On the other end, whales are offloading over 70 million XRP just in the last 4 days. Bitcoin megaphone pattern breakout is 270,000 next, and Grayscale files to convert its Dogecoin trust into an ETF less than a day after launch. So this is huge. Before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, and especially Dogecoin, so you want the latest and the greatest news first, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what is happening in the crypto market. They decide to buy into it, the user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first of all, for the Dogecoin holders, I want to show you guys something really interesting. So in the last 7 days, if you just pay attention on the left side, you can see 30 days. Yes, there's been a little bit of an activity from the second largest holder of Dogecoin. But if you look at 7 days, you'll realize that every single wallet, when I mean every single wallet that's the top 100 holders of Dogecoin, not a single one has done any activity in the last 7 days. And that's a very, very big statement that I just said, because there's never been a single time like this ever where the whole top 100 wallets of any coin has done any activity. So in 7 days, there's been nothing that's been changed. It's been exactly the same, and that can also be portrayed on the price. Now you can see that the last 7 days have been a little bit of movement, but most of the movement has been created by the traders, not the holders, and that should give you perspective why if you look at the open interest, yes, it's still holding at the same one. There's not much movement in amount of open interest, but if you look at the long to the short ratio, every single day it's actually going into the favor of the bulls. So yes, the whales are holding and the traders are shifting towards a positive trend. What does this mean? Well, a breakout is going to be happening very shortly. You just need to be a little patient. Now, a lot of you guys get confused when I'm actually talking about some specific things. So I just want to be sure, this is my opinion. I'm just telling you guys what I expect to happen. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to just go ahead and put all your money on Dogecoin right now, but just the way everything is playing out, it's really interesting because the whales are definitely expecting something big to happen, and the largest holder has not done any activity in the last 30 days. The last, any sort of activity they did was actually on the 21st of December, and that was about selling $50 million worth of Dogecoin. Now, there are a lot of whales which are selling majority of altcoins and taking profits. XRP is one of them. In the last 4 days, 70 million XRP has been sold. But on the other end, Bitcoin is starting to form a very interesting pattern. If the breakout is properly done, well, we can say one thing, that 270,000 Bitcoin could be around the corner. And keep in mind, if Bitcoin is going to climb that much, Ethereum, Dogecoin, everything is going to be running wild. And especially if Dogecoin breaks out all-time high, we will never know how far up it can go. And Grayscale is making sure that happens as soon as possible. Now, last 24 hours have been quite interesting because you guys know Grayscale did file the trust for Dogecoin. So that was already exciting for a lot of people, but they're trying to get that ETF sorted as soon as possible, just in less than 24 hours. So they couldn't get the ETF sorted very easily. So they try to take a different route. That's how you would say it. Because in less than 24 hours of the trust going live, they've already filed to pretty much convert the trust into an ETF. So this is just finding a different route to get to the same destination. But at the end of the day, I know all the Dogecoin holders are going to be very happy to see what is playing out. Talking about Bitcoin on the other end, you can see that the futures have increased by 12% just in the last 24 hours. So there is a lot of people that want to take really heavy risk when it comes to what they expect to happen with Bitcoin. Let's say the long to the short ratio right now is sitting in a really interesting point, because you can see that falling to 102,000 has made a lot more people go long on Bitcoin. Before it was close to 52%, has climbed all the way to 60% just in the last 24 hours. Russia skirts sanction using Bitcoin. Now we all know that Russia's been using, the government of Russia or Bank of Russia has been using crypto to do some of their international transactions. And let's just say Trump, after getting into the office, is not very happy, and that's why he's trying to get a little bit of tariffs on BRICS countries. And if this keeps playing out, Russia is not going to be the one actually getting into problems. Rather, a lot of other countries relating to this are going to be the one having some problems. Is Dogecoin following Pepe? If so, the breakout below 31 cents could trigger a correction towards 20 cents. It doesn't seem very likely, because you can see how much Dogecoin is actually trending on Twitter, and at the same time, the way the whales are being so patient, there's definitely something big going to happen very soon. Grayscale files for the Dogecoin ETF with NYSE. Now, NYSE was taking their time, so they decided to just pretty much launch the trust and then convert it into ETF, which would be a simpler route. And Solana's stablecoin supply rises by 73% following Trump's meme coin launch. This is really interesting, because the more stablecoin supply that's going to increase over time, it's going to be very good for the entire crypto market as more inflow of cash. And our boy Kiyosaki warns of Bitcoin crash as Trump's tariffs loom. Now, tariffs are very strong from what Trump is trying to implement. Right now, it's not as big, because 30% for Canada and Mexico, I believe, and 10% for China. It's still okay, but in the future, he is expected to rise those tariffs. If that happens, that would definitely have a huge impact on how all those countries are going to be impacting the American economy, and especially crypto. Now, crypto fear and grid index rises 6 points to 76%, entering an extreme grid zone, as the market took a little bit of a shift backwards. Seeing that, the greed is increasing is not a good sign, because it could mean that a lot of people or retail investors get a little bit of panicked and decide to sell. And if that happens, let's just say the traders are going to get liquidated and the market will keep pushing down. So right now we are sitting on a really make or break situation, you can say. So you just need to be a little bit careful, especially if you're going to be leverage trading. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.